Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Our conversation continues on this beautiful Wednesday, and we're talking about the God at Work Business Conference. It's happening on Saturday, the 28th of June at the Cascadia Hotel. And joining us this morning in studio to share a little bit more, firstly, is no stranger to the Now Morning Show, Judy Joseph Mc Sween, who is a Timeout Specialist and a presenter at this upcoming conference. And also, we have with us in studio Camille Ramdial, who's going to be talking to us as the brand manager for the Catholic News. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having us.
It's wonderful to have you with us on the show this morning. I wish we had more time because I know there's a lot to talk about with this. It's the inaugural event. Camille, let's start with you though. What was the vision behind God at Work?
So first and foremost, thank you so much for having us this morning. The whole intention of the conference is that coming out of our God at Work business supplement, which is something we've started in the Catholic News for the past 3 years, we felt it was time to launch this experience, given our Jubilee year as well.
Yeah.
And the theme of the conference is fueled by faith and hope, fired up for success. So the purpose and intention of the program is really to help the individuals in the workplace understand the importance of integrating faith in their work life. So the experience itself is going to be one that people will, kind of solidify and, more internalize the importance of faith and their experience of God and the presence of the Holy Spirit in their lives, and how they can manifest that in what they do on an everyday basis in their work environment.
And something that's critical, especially if you're looking for that area of success and also that emotional imbalance, not work balance.
Exactly.
But something that is a critical conversation is whether this is open to those outside of Catholicism, because I know, of course, you're here in the capacity of Catholic News.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. So exactly, as we were talking, Judy and I were talking right before this, the whole concept of inclusion, it's a major part of us and our Catholic faith. So the intention of the conference is to engage anyone in the national community. You could be of any faith. And yes, there are certain aspects of the program that is going to be focused on Christian values, but there are certain values that are international and are generic to everyone. Integrity, honesty, faith in your own way. So it is open to the general public and at all levels, whether you're a person now starting university, coming out of university, somebody who's starting a business, somebody who has a business, somebody who's an employee in an environment. It is open and inclusive to anyone who's able and willing to be part of the experience.
Now, Judy, this is an excellent time to bring you into the conversation because, of course, we're speaking about the realm of business, also being mindful, something that is critical. For you, how does God at Work resonate? I mean, it's been happening in the background for years, but it's here today. What has that journey been like for you, and how does it resonate with you today?
Profoundly so, I'd start off by saying, because I know that there was a point in my life where I questioned whether work and faith were two separate highways, and recognized that there was a dissonance and the need for me to integrate it. And so my journey has been one of trying to integrate the two. So being part of this conference is like, it manifesting itself. And it's the recognition that we can live holistically or we could live in fragments. The spiritual side of our lives is just a part of it as the other dimensions of our life. And really and truly, if you have a strong faith and you believe that there are things that occur in your life that are outside of your personal control, then you appreciate the importance of when you're in the workplace, and especially in this time of volatility and uncertainty, where you recognize that you're really not in control, that you need to be able then to tap into that spiritual dimension, tap into that inner wisdom to be able to find solutions to current day issues.
And it sounds also as though you're incorporating a portion of rest into the conversation, which is not something that you think about with business.
Yeah. So the journey, if you were to look at business, you would have heard over the last few years the importance of mindfulness. And I remember in part where it emanated from, and this was a guy by the name of Chad Mentang at Google, who recognized that the leaders needed to be more compassionate if the organization was to be more productive. And he said, he couldn't go to his managers and say that, we need to be more compassionate and, and so what he did is he had a conversation with Daniel Goleman of emotional intelligence, renowned fame, and he was able to integrate the compassion into the emotional intelligence because the starting point of being emotionally intelligent is really about the importance of pausing, becoming aware of your emotions, and then intentionally choosing which is the appropriate emotion for you to get the desired result. So this is how he segued that in. And so even as I, as an emotional intelligence coach and trainer, go into organizations, remind people of that pause. And really and truly, if you link it to the spiritual dimension, we talk about Christian meditation and the need to pause, develop that intimate relationship with the Holy Spirit, and manifest it in your self-control, your inner peace, and choosing emotions that facilitate the building of relationships, which is a core part of business success.
So we're getting a sneak peek as to what you can look forward to with God at Work happening on the 28th of June. Camille, we're just shy of a minute and a half left in our conversation, so we need those critical details where we can get more information and maybe some of the takeaways we can look forward to.
Sure. So first and foremost, every week our Catholic newspaper in print will have it, and it's possible for you to register straight off the print in terms of our QR code. You can check our website. You can call us at 795-6027 or email us at events.camzel@catholictt.org. So information is available out there to the public. In terms of the major takeaway, as Judy rightfully said, there's a balance that's, the experience is going to allow you. Yes, your faith is going to be, affirmed and you'll be able to reconnect. But also in the afternoon sessions where we have breakout sessions, we will be focusing on professional development and skills. So as Judy said, emotional intelligence, understanding the importance of AI and the importance of technology in our work environment, managing stress and understanding work-life balance, professionalism, and what are the key professional aspects we need to have in our lives. So there's a whole mix of topics. In the morning, we have plenary sessions focusing on faith and understanding living Christian values and how to discern what is your purpose and how to apply it in your work life. And in the afternoon, we have a balance of development for professional skills. And in the middle, we have massages and other things that are available for you.
Okay, excellent. You definitely caught me off guard with that one, massages. That was wonderful. One more thing, though, given this is the inaugural one, are there talks of having this in the future?
Well, we are very excited about continuing, and of course, we will engage persons on a monthly basis through our supplement. But with future experiences, yes, this will be our first, and we're looking for 2, 3, and 4, throughout the year, or maybe next year as well. Definitely.
Wonderful. Well, Camille and Judy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You really caught me off guard with those massages. I wasn't expecting that. Make sure that you go and check out what's happening on June the 28th at the Cascadia Hotel from 9 a.m. It's God at Work. Go and check out Catholic News for more information, and stay tuned because the Now Morning Show has more coming up on the Wednesday edition after this break.
Tubal Uriah Buzz Butler, a former soldier and preacher, began leading workers in the early 1930s and became the movement's key figure by 1937.